Good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are safe and happy. So we have successfully completed our first term and I hope you all have done your exam well. And we are moving to the second term, the first chapter for your English literature, that is Wet in the Forest. Wet in the Forest. And this is written by Dhriti K. Lahiri Chowdhury. Dhriti K. Lahiri Chowdhury. So he was a professor of English and at the same time, he is an elephant expert. He traveled a lot to learn about elephant and he wrote many books regarding elephant. So in this chapter, we are going to see the experience of the writer when they went to a forest to treat an injured elephant. Okay, this is what the incident going to be discussed in this chapter, Wet in the Forest. And this particular incident happened in the year 1991 and it happened in West Bengal. Where? West Bengal. Okay. So this is the setting of the incident. So in 1991, one incident is happened there in West Bengal, or maybe the writer experienced one something that is related to the elephant when they went to the forest to treat an injured elephant. So some other people were also along with the writer. So that is what that experience he is discussing in this chapter, Wet in the Forest. And the word wet, it may be new to you, but here it is the contracted form. Wet means veterinarian. Veterinarian means the veterinary doctor. You all are familiar with the title veterinary doctor. Means the doctors who are treating animals, veterinary doctors. So they are called veterinarian, and the contracted form of veterinarian is vet. Vet in the forest means a veterinary doctor in the forest. Okay, vet in the forest. So now we are going to read and explain the first part of the chapter. In March 1991, the East Medinipur Forest Division in West Bengal sought the help of the Wildlife Wing of the Forest Department. So this particular incident is happened in East Medinipur. Where? East Medinipur, which is situated in West Bengal, and in which year? 1991, and they took a help from Wildlife Wing of the Forest Department. So what was the help they are asked for? A young elephant accompanied by a herd of more than 50 elephants was injured and could not walk well. All attempts to drive away the herd were unsuccessful, as the herd, after being driven away, always came back to rescue their injured teammate who was lagging behind. So what happened over there? A young elephant which is injured somewhere in the legs, definitely that's why it is facing the difficulty of walking, and along with a herd of more than 50 animals. Herd means, once you have learned collective nouns, you might have learned about the word herd, H-E-R-D. It's a group of elephant, we call it herd. A group of more than 50 elephants are around that injured elephant. Means the number of elephants in a herd that may varies, but here in this group you can find more than 50 elephants. And what is the speciality of elephant, nature of elephant? They are social beings, they are living in group. So one among them, if they are injured or maybe in danger, what they follows, they won't leave it behind, or maybe they won't leave them alone. All the group members will stand around that injured elephant, or maybe the elephant which is in danger, to protect it. So that is the nature of elephant. So here also the injured elephant is surrounded by more than 50 elephant, a herd of 50 elephant, and many people try to drive away this herd. But what happened? They are moving a little bit, but later they comes back to the injured elephant to protect it. So without letting them go, the people cannot go near to the injured one and cannot help it. Okay, because it's a wild nature. Definitely there is a chance that other elephant may attack the people who is going near to the injured one. So they tried their maximum to drive away the group of the elephant, but nothing worked out. So we arrived at the rest house. We arrived, who? The speaker, the writer, and some other people. In this we can see that who are they? Rest house of Bishanpur Forest. There were three people were there. SCDE, Chief Wildlife Warden of the state. Chief Wildlife Warden means the head of the wildlife wing of the state forest department, and plus name is Subratha Chowdhury, and office is specializing in tranquilizing animals. Tranquilizing animal means a person who is making the animals calm and unconscious by giving a drug. Because if you want to treat a wild animal, definitely you want to make it calm and unconscious, unless they may attack the people who is going near to. So to make them unconscious, we need a specialist for giving the drugs to make it unconscious. And along with that, our speaker, the writer, the hanger-on. Hanger-on means no special duty, simply accompanying them. It was getting uncomfortably hot, though it was only the middle of March. It was only the middle of March, but the hot and the temperature was very high. It is uncomfortably hot, and the herd and the injured elephant were constantly moving. Hence, the local forest staff could give us no exact information about its current location. So currently, where this herd and the injured elephant is situated, the local forest officer cannot give the correct information because they are constantly moving from one place to another. So the correct exact location is not given to them. So we had just decided to inquire among the villagers when a young man belonging to one of the local tribes approached us and said he knew where the injured elephant was. So they started to inquire regarding the current location of the herd and injured elephant to the villagers, or maybe the tribal people over there. One of the men came forward and he informed that he knew that where the elephant is. As the animal was unable to move much, the young man was taking cut branches of the trees to feed it every day. So how he knows, the tribal man, he used to cut the branches of the tree and feed that injured elephant every day, because it is facing the difficulty to walk and get its food. So these people surprised, our speaker, our writer and other people got surprised. The reason is that we were enormously impressed. They were very well impressed. The reason is that it was an area that was regularly ravaged. Ravaged means damaged or destroyed by the elephant attack. Their crops may be destroyed, their house may be destroyed, they may attack the people over there. So elephants constantly making the disturbance to the life of the tribal people over there. Still one among the tribal man is feeding a wild elephant when he found that it is injured and unable to get the food by its own. Okay, so that time, irrespective of thinking about the difficulties faced by the tribal people, he is trying to help a wild animal. So once these people heard about it, they are quite impressed about it. Okay, and the one to suffer the most were the tribal people with their small plots of land, and yet here was a young man looking after an injured elephant. We decided to track the beast in the next morning. So they decided to track that elephant in the next morning. Our team was now joined by a veterinary officer, so a new team member. Altogether there were 3, and plus the tribal man. Now one more person is joined in that team, who is a veterinary officer who had no previous experience of treating injured elephant, especially tame or wild. So he never had an experience of treating elephants, whether it is tamed elephant. Tamed means trained in the villages and all the things, you know, the elephants that you can find in the among the people, and the wild elephant. So he had no experience of treating even the tamed animal or the wild elephant. Okay, and the villagers' report said that the elephant had an injury in one of the front legs, and so as per the report given by the villagers, the elephant is having injury in one of the front leg, and taking even one step was agony for the animal. They informed something, one more thing, additional information is that it is very painful. It seems very painful for the animal to take a single step, that much it is injured. So we are going to wind up today's class. We will read and explain the rest of the chapter in the coming class. Till then, bye bye. Before that, I want to inform you something. You should read the chapter and you should write the word meaning of the this chapter which is given in the left side of your textbook and learn it. Okay, so take care, bye.